Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we'll delve into the remarkable story of Mike Zimmer's return to the NFL. After a difficult exit from the Minnesota Vikings and the heartbreaking loss of his son, Zimmer is back in action as the Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator. We'll uncover the challenges he faced, the motivations behind his comeback, and what this means for the Cowboys this season. Get ready for an inside look at one of the most compelling narratives in the NFL today. Mike Zimmer, the seasoned NFL coach who once led the Minnesota Vikings, is now finding happiness again in his new role as the Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator. After a tumultuous exit from Minnesota marked by frustration and personal loss, Zimmer is experiencing a rebirth in his career, one driven by a desire to prove that he still has what it takes to be a top coach in the NFL. Zimmer's final years with the Vikings were anything but easy. From the injury-riddled 2020 season to his eventual firing in January 2022, the end of his tenure in Minnesota left him feeling crushed and angry. Despite his success over the years, including leading one of the league's top defenses, the way things ended left a bitter taste. Zimmer openly admits that he holds grudges, and this grudge was no different. The once unstoppable coach found himself questioning his abilities after being dismissed by the Vikings, a first in his long coaching career. Now back in Dallas, where he previously served as an assistant coach from 1994 to 2006, Zimmer seems to have found a new lease on life. His daughter Corey noticed a change in her father, one that's evident in his demeanor. Gone is the gruff, battle-hardened coach who left Minnesota in a cloud of disappointment. In his place is a man rediscovering the joy of the game, a man who is finally allowing himself to smile again. As Zimmer navigates this second stint with the Cowboys, he's also addressing the pain of his past, including the death of his son Adam, who passed away in 2022 due to chronic ethanol use disorder. This personal tragedy weighed heavily on Zimmer, who took time away from coaching to process his grief. The loss of his son, who also worked in the NFL, was a devastating blow, but Zimmer found solace in returning to the sport he loves, surrounded by the camaraderie and challenge of NFL coaching. In Dallas, Zimmer is taking on the challenge of revamping the Cowboys' defense, particularly their run defense, which struggled last season. His no-nonsense, old-school coaching style, a hallmark of his career, has been both a strength and a source of criticism. But for Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy, hiring Zimmer was a no-brainer. Zimmer's disciplined approach is expected to bring a much-needed edge to a defense that already showed promise but lacked consistency in crucial areas. Zimmer's return to coaching also includes a reunion with former Vikings linebacker Eric Kendricks, who decided to sign with the Cowboys after a last-minute change of heart. Kendricks, who once criticized the fear-based environment under Zimmer in Minnesota, has since reconciled with his former coach. The two have discussed the past, acknowledging that emotions and pressures led to regrettable comments and actions. Now they're both focused on the future and are determined to make the most of this new chapter. The challenges of coaching in the NFL are well known to Zimmer, but he's taken them in stride. Whether it's dealing with the fallout from past decisions like the ill-fated selection of quarterback Kellen Mond in the 2021 draft or managing relationships with former colleagues, Zimmer is navigating these waters with the experience and resilience that have defined his career. Zimmer's story is one of redemption and resilience, a tale of a coach who has faced the harshest realities of life both on and off the field and come out the other side with renewed purpose. He may no longer see himself as a candidate for a head coaching job, but that doesn't diminish the fire that still burns within him to prove his worth in the NFL. As the 2024 season unfolds, all eyes will be on Zimmer and his Cowboys defense. Can he turn this unit into one of the league's best? Can he silence the doubts that linger from his final days in Minnesota? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: Mike Zimmer is back, and he's ready to show the world that he still has plenty of coaching left in him. This is a man who, despite all he's been through, still has something to prove to himself and to everyone who ever doubted him. And now, with the support of familiar faces like Kendricks and a newfound sense of joy in the game, Zimmer is poised to make his mark once again in the NFL. Thanks for watching our deep dive into Mike Zimmer's emotional return to the NFL. It's not just a comeback, it's a story of resilience, determination, and a coach's undying love for the game. As Zimmer takes on the challenge of rebuilding the Cowboys' defense, we're excited to see how this season unfolds. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more NFL stories. and let us know what you think of Zimmer's chances of success in Dallas.